Okay, here we go. So with this one, Friday Spry Play is not working the last couple of Fridays and this coming Friday because I have had things on. So I'm doing one now while I think of it. This is one that I'd been meaning to do for a little while. So this is using a spreadsheet to help you do initial state. So rather than build it up for you like I do sometimes and waste a little bit of time, this is going to be a quick video where basically the link to this spreadsheet is in the description of the video. And I'll show you basically how it works, and then if you can, fit that to your current process to improve your current process, then fantastic. So basically what we've got here is a spreadsheet where we feed in some various information about what we're trying to pre-schedule or initial state, and it's a tool to help us build up the initial state path. So what we do is we feed in a range, and this is a table range. So for example, in this is a really simple example, but you may have a couple of different ranges, and just to show you the impact of that, I might create a second one with a different seam in it. So I've got a couple of different ranges in here, and if I reference that range in here, I'm going to put blasted excavator in here. I'm going to put in the field that blasted excavator uses. So you can see here the field, so where I'm referencing this information from. So that information comes from the ranges. That comes from the actual settings of my case, so the name of the process, and I'll show you why that comes into play in a moment. Then we've got our initial, just bring it over here, we've got our actual scheduling field. So that information is coming from, we've got blasted excavator here, and then this is the scheduling volume here, excavator prime volume. So what this is then spitting out is the actual volume that's in here. So I formatted lots of things. I probably should have formatted these to be a little bit nicer with maybe the 1000 separator. But the point is that what it does is it pulls that deposit table. So that's if you change the name of your table. So if it's not called deposit, you change the name of it here. Basically the formula, I may need to update the spreadsheet. I wanted to link it to that one instead. So let's just fix that up. I'll fix that up in a moment. But basically that formula will link to that table in the corrected download. And what it does is it reads the volume that's currently in that range for that field and tells you what you've currently got there. And then what you can do is either put in how much you want to remove or how much is remaining in that range in terms of volume, and it basically calculates what percentage you want to remove from that. Just an easier way to build up range-based initial state. So if you want to do remaining instead of removed, you can just hard code in your remaining volume in that area. Right now there's a formula that just says that it's that one minus that one. So if I want to say that I've removed 200,000, probably 2 million might be a better choice in this wide range, and this one might be 1 million, and this one might be 5 million. Nope, one too many numbers there. So that one's a smaller range. So in here what you get is a formula that builds up something you can copy paste into your initial state. So you take that from here, copy, head over to your initial state path and paste it in. Now I'll show you what's actually come across from that. So firstly we've got in range and then a semicolon. This is the same as writing this. So we've actually got 3 lines in one. Basically what it is it's a range setter. It's then an asterisk just because it's the easiest way to do it. The percentage, and then the process name. And then underneath we've got this in range again. This is just so that underneath these, if you start to do some work on your own initial state, that you're not getting stuck with the range that was previously set, because you can see on my hover it says that range 2 is currently being applied. So it's just a nice easy way to make sure that that doesn't happen. So that's actually 3 lines in one: range, percentage, and the process that you entered. So the process just comes from this column here, and then the percentage itself comes from the calculation that gets made. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I'll just quickly update that to reference the correct field here for the deposit table. I hope that's helpful. And sometimes doing this initial state stuff can be tricky to understand what you can do, what you can and can't do to help automate your work. If you have any questions about this or any ideas, please let us know. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.